I'm Todd Grisham, and we are live here at the one-of-a-kind Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Jack the Galveston Giant Johnson, not as big as you might think, weighing in at 200 pounds. And across the ring from him, Muhammad Ali. He stands 6'3" tall with a 78-inch reach.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
The Galveston Giant, Jack Johnson, the unapologetic first ever black heavyweight champion. He is the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Watch the footwork, watch the hand speed. No one does it like Ali.
Todd, can you spot the reach difference? Can you spot it? Look at that.
And now we toss it up to the world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Galveston, Texas, presenting the legendary first African-American heavyweight champion, please welcome the renowned heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Galveston Giant, introducing Jack Johnson. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only three-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali.
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
All right, you got the fresh air, you got the breeze, but you've got the fans baying for your blood, wanting to see you win or lose.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. So here we go, should be a good one. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. He missed with that jab. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
They block that jab. Only catching air with that hook. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Johnson in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking.
Here we go. It's round two. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just missed with that hook. The straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Johnson in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept...
Eat smart.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. And he scores with the counter. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. This fight has a real good flow to it. Hook misses. They exchange punches. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Jack Johnson goes to the canvas. And as we see it again in slow motion, there's no doubt that body punch right there buckled him.
Shot from the gods, they say.
1, 2, 3. Whoa. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Talk about Johnson in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
I love the response, though.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this... You watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Those counter punches have to hurt. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Do you believe this? Nice counter punch right up the middle. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
A very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Johnson in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity. And there's the bell for round 5. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on there. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. He threw the hook, didn't land. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
That counter punch caught him clean. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Neither fighter willing to slow down. A swing and a miss with the left hook. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Big shot, and down goes Ali. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
That's lights out right there.
Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
You're getting your time in already.
Mate, what are you doing? Come on, switch on. I need you to...
Great round, great round. Now relax, relax.
You've let him back into this. You're better than this kid. Go back out there and...
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man, good man. Just the same again. Don't change too much.
And there's the bell for round 6. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Beautiful counter shot. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Jab does not score. Good counter punching. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both men step back for just a moment. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Johnson in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the...
Start sticking a few body shots in there.
There's the bell to start round 7. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. A perfect counter shot. That hook doesn't score. The straight right just misses. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Good counter punching. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You'd like to see more jabs. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Catch and shoot. Talk about Johnson in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominant.
There's 1, 2, straight round.
And we enter the 8th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Nice counter shot. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? Disaster averted. converted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the spin back on it. Like it never happened.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he scores with the counter. Look how that straight's affecting them. Split the guard. No way he survives this. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Johnson in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is...
What are you doing?
There's the bell to start round 9. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punching. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Do you believe what we're seeing? That counter punch caught him clean. Throws the jab but does not score. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Johnson in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round. And there's the bell to start round 10. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Those counter punches have to hurt. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Good arm positioning, blocking that hook. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
They threw the hook, it didn't land. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Johnson in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter.
Take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely...
Let's start 11. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Throws the jab but does not score. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. And down goes Jack Johnson. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
I need to see that again.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
The perfect counter lands. Nice counter shot. Talk about Johnson in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You're being put down.
And there's the bell to start round 12. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute? You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Nice counter shot. Oh my word! Jack Johnson on the defense. What's he gonna do to get out of this trouble? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? What are they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Nice counter shot. hook was thrown with some bad intentions. And he misses with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.